The Straw Hat Pirates' sprawling adventure across the Grand Line has been a staple of the anime ever since the late 90s, and with more than 950 episodes, it's fair to say that One Piece has had more than just a few unforgettable moments. Narrowing down this list to just 10 of the best moments from the One Piece was an extraordinarily difficult task, and some tough cuts has to be made. But regardless, here we are with the top 10 best One Piece moments of all time. Remember one thing, that this video does not include any scenes from the Wano arc, and there are major spoilers from each of the One Piece arc in this video, so if you are just starting with the One Piece anime, then you should drop this video. And without any further ado, let's start with our video. On the 10th number, one of my favorite moments is Luffy and Katakuri clash of Haki. The long epic battle between Luffy and Katakuri began to reach its climatic end as the few onlooking Big Mom pirates berated both of them, an enemy and ally. With newfound respect for each other, they both unleashed their conqueror's Haki simultaneously, creating this vibrant and impactful energy that knocked out the annoying pirates and destroyed the surrounding environment. This particular epic moment beautifully portrayed the intensity and willpower they both have without saying a word. After much fighting, they both saw themselves as equal and still had enough strength to use their Haki to continue their fight uninterrupted. Although Luffy has had a good chunk of Haki clashes by this point, this Haki clash between Luffy and Katakuri stands above the rest. The friendship that developed between Luffy and Bon Clay over the course of Impel Down arc is arguably one of the strongest bonds that Luffy ever found with anyone outside of his crew. Bon Clay just had this unique chemistry with Luffy because they are almost kindred spirits with how wacky their personalities are, which involved him fooling everyone by impersonating the warden and telling the control room to open the gates to the prison. It was the second time that Bon Clay made a sacrifice for Luffy, while it was almost the last time. At least this time he was able to hear Luffy's heartfelt appreciation for his friend. On the 8th number, the movement name is the story behind the Zeff's leg from the Sanji's past. Sanji has one of the saddest backstories in all of One Piece. He just can't catch a break. Young Sanji couldn't care less about pirates, especially Zeff, who was stranded on a deserted island with him. Nonetheless, the subtlety of Zeff's action made for a heartwarming moment when Sanji finds out that Zeff sacrificed his leg for him. The fact that Sanji thought Zeff was this horrible pirate this entire time, just to only find out that he is one of the most selfless people he has ever met, and this is definitely one of the One Piece most memorable moments.
One Piece wa jitsuzai suru!
On the 7th number, the movement name is when Whitebeard says One Piece exists. With the Battle of the Marineford underway, the war pauses as everyone focuses on the Whitebeard's final movements. In this emotionally charged scene, the dying Whitebeard reveals to the world in his last breath that One Piece does exist. At that moment, we realized in disbelief that Whitebeard has died standing up. One pirate age was ending, and a new one is being born.
あの七部会どこになんだこの血の量はおいおめえ生きてんのかあいつはどこだここで何があった何もなかった
On the sixth number, one of the best and one of my favorite moments is when Zoro takes Luffy's pain from Bartholomew Kuma. This moment is what solidifies Zoro as a badass of the Straw Hat crew. With Luffy exhausted from his battle with pirate warlord Moria and the Straw Hats being taken out by the warlord Kuma, Zoro is left standing. Zoro realizes that he can't win against Kuma, and that's why he offers his life up in exchange for Luffy's, in which Kuma agrees, but only if Zoro can take on the Luffy's injuries as his own. This emotional moment made us realize the strong bond between Zoro and Luffy, and how he is forced with his crewmates that he is willing to give up on his life to spare theirs. And the only thing that I hate about this situation is, after almost 2.5 years, when we are in Wano arc right now, Luffy still don't know what Zoro did for him in that time.
お前が俺に勝てるわけねえだろうが。はい。
それがキャプテンだろ。迷うな。お前がフラフラしてやがったら、俺たちは誰を信じりゃいいんだよ。俺たちはもうこの船には戻れねえから。
There's too much that goes into this fight between Luffy and Usopp to nail it down to one moment. So we are going to cheat a little here and just encapsulate the whole thing into one. Everything involves the conflict between Luffy and Usopp at Water 7 is just too emotionally intense. Usopp knows that he has no chance to win against Luffy, but he tries his best anyway because despite how much he respects Luffy as a captain, despite how much he loves all of the fellow crew members, he simply cannot go through with parting with the Going Merry. There are a lot of emotionally charged fights in One Piece, but Usopp versus Luffy still hits different.
Arigato!
The sound of crying of Luffy and all of the Whitebeard pirates fills in the air as Akaino's magma fist plunges through the back of the S, taking his life in front of Luffy. In Ace's last heartfelt words, he thanked everyone for loving him as he dies on the battlefield. We feel the weight behind this death as we are stuck watching Luffy in shock, realizing that Luffy's life has forever changed from this point on.
私は生きたい。私も一緒に海へ連れてって。
This moment is the payoff for we had been waiting for, which feels like hundreds of episodes. Ever since she left Straw Hats without saying a word out of fear of losing her friends, like she lost her family on Ohara, we along with the Luffy and the crew as well has been waiting for the Robin to do something, anything at all, to show some sort of resistance to the ruthless world government. This moment finally came in the episode 274, where upon gazing at her captain and crewmates on the other side of the NES lobby, and seeing that they are willing to go to war even with the world government, if it means having her in their lives, Robin finally responds to Luffy in one clear voice, and that's all that Luffy needed to save her.
だけど僕はごめんつうなら俺たちの方だぞメリー。おで舵取るの下手だからよ。お前を氷山にぶつけたりよ。思い破ったことあるしよ。
On the second number, one of the most saddest moments in One Piece is Farewell to the Going Merry. Those who aren't One Piece fans may find it weird to be emotionally attached to an inanimated ship, but anyone who has seen the funeral of Going Merry likely knows what it's like to shed a tear over a dying boat. The way the focus shifts from the crew member to crew member as they each relive their own introduction to the Merry, while somber music plays in the background, is just so beautifully well done. And then they hit with you with the emotional gut punch of the sad voice of Mary saying, "I'm sorry, I could not have taken you farther." And then they hit you with Luffy, who has been holding his shit together up to this point, utterly breaking down, apologizing for every small thing he did to the ship, It adds up to the one of the most heart-wrenching moments in all of the One Piece. I'm still getting goosebumps while recording this audio. The scene with Luffy and Nami during the Arlong Park arc has to be one of the most defining moments for the Straw Hat crew and for many fans of the series. At this point, we have known Nami as the scheming, confident woman who can take care of herself, but her dire situation with the Arlong pirates brings her to tears as her family and friends prepare to fight to their death. Seeing Nami drops to the ground in despair and screaming in anger as she attempts to cut the Arlong tattoo on her hand. This is one of the most heartbreaking scenes in this anime. It's at this moment that we see the different side of Luffy that's calm and serious. With the last ounce of Nami's stubbornness whistling away, she finally says to Luffy, "Help me." This iconic moment, followed by Luffy's gesture of giving his treasured straw hat to Nami while saying, "Of course I will," is why Luffy and this wonderful series is beloved. And I think that these all are the moments, and except these 10 moments, of course there are many moments which hooked us to One Piece, and that's why One Piece anime and manga has its own space in our hearts. And I think this concluded the video about the best One Piece moments of all time. What are your thoughts about these moments? Which is your favorite moment out of these top 10 moments, and are there any moments except these top 10 moments which you like to add in this list? Let me know those things in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, just don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories, and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.